giving you a little extra Age of Empires 3 action before that by giving you a little exhibition match between two very good players, NekoBerk and EAGLEMUT. This is being casted by myself, Dror, who is a terrible streamer, and my friend Haza, who is the only one of this pair that is doing his job well.
Oh god, at least you could actually stream it, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, again, starting on Great Plains, we kind of talked about the Aztec mirror beforehand, and
Yeah.
how it's just going to be a matchup of, who's going to be the more aggressive with their war hut. In the north of the map, we have NekoBerk playing as the Aztecs, and in the south of the map, we have EAGLEMUT in the yellow playing as the Aztecs. So, okay, fresh start.
Yeah.
Haza,
Something.
what do you think?
Um, EagleMut's sending out his warrior priest. I'm not sure why. I think he's going to go for a TP because it's a 300 wood start, which is important to note.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like he's just going for a TP without the fire pit, and NekoBerk might just go fire pit and house in the market. We'll have to see.
Yeah, interesting, because in the previous game they both did kind of the same builds. They kind of went for the fire pit and the house, but ooh.
Yeah, it's because last time it was a 200. Yeah, he's getting 143.
Oh, that's right.
Really nice.
That's
But
that is huge.
but the only reason they didn't go for TP last time is because it was only a 200 wood start.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yes.
This time they can actually afford a house and a TP. A house and TP with the 300 wood, so that might be what EagleMut's doing.
I see.
He's
Well,
not building one though.
no, he decided to go for the house and the
Fire
fire
pit.
pit, which is interesting. But
Why?
going off that 140 food, maybe he has a plan for maybe going a little bit more aggressive, since he's going to have that huge surplus in food as compared to NekoBerk.
But he's gonna have so much less XP. Like, I don't know what is. This is just bad, honestly. Like, this fire pit's like a minute late, so that's like, because you get 1 XP per second, so that's like 60 XP just down the drain, just because. And his warrior priest isn't even nearby, so it's gonna be even longer. But he's gonna not get that XP coming in.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Is going to pick up this this Native American warrior, which is certainly a good thing. But you make a very good point there. I mean, the delay on that XP is going to be very damaging to his early game.
Yeah.
Looks like NekoBerk is in the top of the map. Once again, picks up the 70 coin, just like he did last match. Finds it again. Is the 95 wood on this map somewhere?
Oh, I haven't actually looked at there's the 80 food again over here.
Right. There's the native scout here.
Yeah.
No, it looks like there's no 95 wood.
Yeah.
Interesting.
60 XP. So he's just going to redeem the XP that he missed. But he's probably missed way more than 60 now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost 3 minutes into the game and he hasn't got his warrior priest dancing yet. And he should have done that like 2 minutes ago.
Definitely.
So that's what literally 120 XP just gone for no reason.
Has picked up the Native American warrior and the outlaw rider, so I mean he does have quite the following in the first stage, but NekoBerk looks like he's going to pick up the outlaw pistolero and the native scout. Nice treasured pickup.
Yeah, it is, especially for native civs, because the pistolero is actually really good in H1 and H2 fights.
Yes, he is. It looks like EagleMut has decided to click in with his age up, probably using that extra food to get that little faster age up. Doing better with his herding, at least that's for sure.
Yeah, he started herding this one quite early. And this hunt started really close, which is really nice for NekoBerk, but he's also herding it quite early as well.
I think he's going with the slow age up, because NekoBerk's bar is going far faster.
Oh, so EagleMut started chopping wood really late as well. He must have quite a bit of food stacked.
Yeah, that could be very true.
How much food has he got stacked right now? He might do some sort of Jaguar Prowler Knight and 2 Skull Rage up to like get this War Hut down. With,
Yeah,
like,
that'd be interesting to see. We have a little bit of a fight here. It looks like NekoBerk is going to lose that Pistolero. Unfortunate, as he really could have used him in the next age for that early fight.
Yeah. The question is how well EAGLEMUT can abuse this H1 army.
Yep. Looks like
it's actually quite strong.
Looks like the War Hut is coming down for NekoBerk. A little more aggressive this time, right here.
Yeah, I think he realizes that EAGLEMUT's aging slowly on both, because that kind of like gave away his strat the last game.
Yep.
And he knew he was aging slowly, so he could afford to go a little bit more forward.
Right.
So it's also on this hunt, right? So he's just got extra hunts to protect.
Yeah,
he's also a bit hunt screwed actually.
Yeah.
Check this out.
He's building a very defensive base in the base of EAGLEMUT.
Yeah.
But he's got look at this little following he's got down here. He's got like 2 Coyotes and an Iroquois Tomahawk and an Outlaw Rider, all at full HP.
Yeah.
And let's see what NekoBerk is. Nothing out.
4 Coyotes.
There come the 4 Coyotes. Are they going to be able to do significant damage?
They might get this kill here, but other than that, I don't see them.
Looks like they're going to run into this Age 1 army. But no engagement. Interesting.
To be honest, I think he should take this H1 army. That's a lot of XP.
Ooh,
for the hero.
look at EAGLEMUT's shipment here. It looks like he sent the 3 trading posts Travois.
What the fuck?
Interesting.
And grouped it with a Skull Knight as well. Nice.
Wow.
This is so weird.
Oh, but out come the 10 Mace Holton. So we have 2 very contrasting builds here. We have a very aggressive build from NekoBerk and a very passive build by EAGLEMUT, and we'll see which one. I just don't know if NekoBerk is going to be able to do the damage he wants to do.
I have to say, this is the weirdest Aztec ring I've ever seen in my life.
It's very different. I mean,
he made 5 Masons ship 10, and then the other guy just ships 3 Travois when you can just ship 700 wood, which is worth more wood.
Yeah, and he did ship the 700 wood, so no military shipment coming in for a little while.
He needs to ship a military shipment next, probably.
Yeah.
Or actually no, because he's gone Mace Holton heavy, and he can just add like another batch of Coyotes and have like the 2 Skull Knights and the Hero and the Tomahawk to actually deal with any push that comes in.
If EAGLEMUT is able to pull off this trading post build, he's going to have a huge advantage. But it's all going to be if NekoBerk can do enough damage before that economic surplus kicks in.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's the fight. A lot of Coyotes, a lot of Mace Holton here.
Yeah, that is a lot of Mace he picked up.
He's going to lose.
More vills.
Yeah, he's going to lose a couple vills there. But I don't think there's enough Coyotes here to drive off these Knights, or these Mace Holton. Well, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think there is, because he can fight this quite well.
Yeah, his Treasure Guardians are doing quite a bit of the damage control.
Tanking, yeah.
Yeah. But out come the Puma Spearman. I'm sorry for that mispronunciation.
This is perfect timing for them as well. He can.
Yep.
I don't know what's he got in queue. Has he got Coyotes in queue? NekoBerk.
I would imagine having Coyotes in queue. He has practically no gold, so I don't see any more Puma coming out anytime soon. But the 3 trading posts have been established now, and he does have a little bit of an army. So this looks like it might be in EAGLEMUT's favor, even though he's down about 13 military pop.
Yeah. Also interesting to note, this warrior priest has been dancing on attack dance all this time, which is a really big mistake.
Right. Right.
One
Definitely.
one warrior priest on the 5-bit isn't actually that good.
Yeah, I think NekoBerk's just having a little bit of trouble here. He doesn't know if he wants to move in and take this fight. He doesn't want to lose those Pumas to those Mace Holtons in the back, but EAGLEMUT has just built his base so defensively that he's not able to pick off too many vills. He is running low on food, though. Doesn't have a lot of food in his base.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, NekoBerk just has to camp on these 2 hunts, and EagleMut can't do anything. These hunts have got so far out.
Yeah, I mean, EagleMut can. I mean, he's got a little bit of a force, but not near enough to come out and engage NekoBerk.
Rods.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
God.
What is this game? I don't. And it looks like he's saving them. He kind of wants to bring them in as a surprise factor. But oh, yep, there they come. Oh, they're gonna go straight for the. Oh, that might get ugly. Rod's not.
Oh, yep. Counter composition.
Yep, the rip coming from NekoBerk. Rest in peace. But I don't think there's going to be enough rods to take out these mace ultimately. No.
The mace counter them, so
yeah.
The rods aren't even
I thought with the combination of the mace ult, he might be able to pull it off. He's going to lose his war chief there as well.
Yeah, this is also massive XP swings as well, so it's just going to propel.
Yeah. So, but I do have to give it to EagleMut. Almost 10 minutes, and he just lost the last of his Age 1 army that he gathered. Did a lot of tanking damage.
He still got a tomahawk.
Does he really? Oh yeah, there it is. There it is, just mixed in with the army.
Yeah.
But yeah, more Puma coming out. Take a look at NekoBerk. Yeah, NekoBerk playing just very standard, and he, you know, while EagleMut does have training posts, NekoBerk certainly has map control.
He's also got like the superior maths and probably superior eco as well, despite the trading post being there. But they're just providing XP and not actually units.
Yeah, doing a good job moving out these Puma spearmen.
Yeah, nice Puma micro, and this hero's got main shots as well. A lot of damage in the back.
And more Pumas coming in, and yeah, there's not much left for EagleMut's army here. He's taken out, and I mean, he sent the 11 Renegade Rodoleros. Do you think that was a good shipment?
No. He shipped it versus like 30 mace.
Yeah, and with this many Puma, he's just going to be able to rip through this war hut. And a lot of idle time coming. Yeah, and even more Puma coming.
He should probably send those 5 Puma to the TPs, because he could just take out everything in his base with what the army has.
Does take out the military threat by taking out the war hut, although a shipment might come out. What does EagleMut have for shipments left?
I think he shipped both mace cards.
Yeah. Ships Coyote Combat, but he has no Coyotes on the field, and he's got no building to train it with. Gonna lose his market here. Yeah, and building an emergency war hut in the back. But
yeah, NekoBerk wouldn't scout this, I don't think.
Yeah.
So
I think he's gonna, if he can see that, but just kind of taking out the houses, I think he needs to come back here and see this war hut.
I think he's fine here. He doesn't want to open it, right? I mean...
Right.
Like, he can ship shipments and pop out the jacks and stuff.
Yeah, NekoBerk, you know, despite... I mean, this has just been a very interesting game. Now he sees the war hut, but, you know, the town center is focusing down those Puma spearmen.
Yeah, maybe he's got some coyotes trained.
Yeah, and
he's also transferring some vills over here.
The problem with EagleMut is his vills are just so exposed now that, and he's got so many penned up in that town center that even if he holds off this army, he's lost so much economic time that it might not be a factor. Losing the second war hut, and that's
some vills over here.
Yeah, and that's 250 more wood down the drain, especially when you don't have the safety to keep gathering those resources. That's a big loss.
Yeah. I mean, I think his build was just bad, to be honest. It was just bad. He shipped 6 Pumas as well versus Mace Puma. It's just not a useful shipment.
Yeah.
Like, it should be just shipping wood and building like 2 buildings here and trying to get as many coyotes out as possible.
Yeah.
That's his best.
Has the 6 Puma. Yeah, against this many Mace Holton, it's not really gonna. And he's building up. NekoBerk building up his Puma mass once again. Probably gonna move in, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is the defining push. A lot of Pumas there. If they decide to right-click on that PC, it could be game over.
Yeah, NekoBerk's just playing safe right now. It's just like no reason to push, I guess, but he can easily just take this fight easily. You can literally just right-click the TC and EAGLEMUT can do anything.
Yeah, I mean, the scary shipments have been sent. He sent the 10 Mace Holton, the 6 Puma. You know, even if he has a Coyote shipment left, there are so many Puma that they can clean that up. But yeah, well played. He does have the second War Hut down, so maybe going to be getting out even more units. Has the map control. I wonder if he's noticed that these trading posts, that EAGLEMUT even has those trading posts.
Yeah, if he's noticed, he should have not shipped. He should have sent at least 5 mates to go take them.
Yeah.
Oh, this is odd. It looks like NekoBerk's trying to take. He's got a TP foundation there.
Really?
And here's he ships 3 Dror.
Oh boy.
What the fuck is this game, man?
Oh, and it looks like he's just going to be happy with just taking out more population. Yeah, I would like to see him move around the map and look for the villagers, because he knows they're not in the base, because there's no food in the base, and he has to be gathering food somewhere.
Yeah, and he might just put them on wood over here.
Yeah, losing his war chief once again. And another house goes down, so... Yeah, this isn't looking good, and EAGLEMUT is officially popped. I mean, he's got another war hut, but more Pumas coming in, and yeah, this isn't.
He's just stalling time.
Yeah, this is not looking good. I think EAGLEMUT has lost this game. You know, I'm not putting anything past him, but I don't know who comes back from having most of your town wrecked and your villagers penned up for 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. 8 minutes. Literally half the game's been in this PC.
Yep. And looks like he's going to finally engage here, but there's just too many. There's too many green units. And there's so many Puma.
It's just not enough. It's just not enough yellows.
Yeah. And that is the game 1. We survived the first game, and we did not have another crash. Ladies and gentlemen, ESOC hype.
It's a good start.
It's a good start. Yeah. Again, sorry for that initial crash. So I do have to apologize. That was very unprofessional, but it's hard to control when the computer's going to decide that it wants to crash. But yeah, that is our game 1. The first game does go to NekoBerk. So, well played by him. But,
yeah, he got a decent mass out. His macro seemed really good as well. And his unit control was pretty good as well.
Yeah. But a very good showing by NekoBerk. Do you think it was more his strategy, or just the fact that EAGLEMUT wasn't quite able to pull off the build he wanted to efficiently?
I think it was like a mixture of both. I'm not really sure about NekoBerk's strategy, because in the Aztec maybe you want to go heavy Coyote, anti-cav heavy, because that's like the strongest units that you can make.
Yeah, he started stockpiling Mace Holton very early.
Yeah, and if EAGLEMUT had like 10, 15 Coyotes at that point, which he should do in like standard Aztec mode, then that whole army just could have been wrecked for nothing. The stream's offline, by the way. Or
perfect. Perfect. I am going to turn down the game noise a little bit. People have been telling me that's a little loud. So turn that down. All right. Perfect. So I think we're ready for game 2 in this best of 5, this hype match for the semifinals. Again, LordRaphael versus Kaiser Klein at 18 GMT. Stay tuned for that one. But right now, let's go into game 2 of NekoBerk versus EAGLEMUT.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they just get finish picking the map and the sieves and stuff.
Yep. Looks like it's going to be Arkansas, and I think EAGLEMUT will pick first. If we go just.
I think winner picks first.
Is it winner picks first? Yeah, winner. Oh my gosh, I always get that confused. But yeah.
It's winner picks first, and then it's.
Because the advantage will then go to the second person who gets to pick, right?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. We'll go Neko picks Civ first. Oh, looks like he is going to go British, maybe? Interesting on Arkansas.
Solid pick for this map.
Yeah,
think
I mean,
top
and
civ.
Brit is just a very it's a civ that you can play. It doesn't have too many really hard counters.
Yeah, you
Um,
could literally play it versus every civ, I think.
yeah, it's a good it's kind of like it's like well, oh no, he changed it to France. I was just gonna say the only one that's kind of better at not being countered is France. So
I
interesting.
think France has more counters than Brits on this new patch, but I
That
still
might
think
be. I'm not quite as educated in the new patches. I probably should be. But yeah, he does looks like he's
it's still a good civ though.
yeah,
Although
a
I
very
would
good,
prefer Brits on this map.
a very neutral civ that can be played versus relatively anyone. But we'll see what EagleMut picks. I mean, if you're given France, what do you pick? Do you go for another mirror? Um,
Um, I'd probably go Dutch or Brits myself.
mm-hmm.
What other civs would be good versus France? German, oh, of course, Germany.
Right,
'Cause I
right.
think Germany's like the top civ, so I think Germany's pretty good.
Yeah. Germany is one of those I could never learn how to play. I mean, okay, I
I
am
was
a
just going
master
to ask.
sergeant, so I mean, you can probably assume that I don't know how to play many civs. But yeah, Germany's always one that's been hard for me because they're just so coin dependent, and so once once you have to move out to get more coin, it's always dangerous.
Yes, fairly high skilled. I've just been told by Kaiser that you need to lower the game sound and to
Yes, I was told by
use.
Chrissy to do the same thing, and I've lowered it quite substantially. I will lower it a little bit more.
Okay, and also to use the UI, so you can show the shipments
Right,
then,
right.
units and queue and stuff like that.
Okay. Yep. We will try to incorporate the UI a bit more. I was just more focused on the fact of how embarrassed I was going to be if my computer crashed again. So I think it has
Oh yeah,
something to do with heat. I think I need to get another fan in my PC, but we'll see
yeah.
what happens. So
Also, remember recalculated unit pop because it's a France game, and that's obviously gonna affect the
right,
economic
right,
population.
because I believe French villagers are 1.25 of a regular villager.
Yeah, that's correct.
So, ooh, ports.
Yeah. Ooh, Porsche,
Porch.
he said.
He's
Yeah.
gonna he's gonna try to take Nico with the porch. Interesting.
Ports is also good versus France on this patch as well.
Very
Forgot
good.
about Ports.
Very good.
Yeah.
Ports has enjoyed a lot of time in the sun because I mean if you remember back to RE, Ports was way down there. Right next to Spain and
Yeah.
one of the lowest civs, and now they've kind of, thanks to the advanced trading post strategy that's been coming up, they've enjoyed a nice little time near the top.
Yeah, especially it's mostly the 80 and 85 food bills that have
Yep.
made them so strong. Because it means like before on RE there was like massive early fortress timings where Ports doesn't have many units,
Right.
and it's hard for them to hold because they can't train many military units. But as they got 80 food bills or 85 now,
Right.
they can actually get a decent mass to actually hold most timings now. So they're actually really good too.
So as we see, we do have, I believe, okay, so I'm going to try to get my directions right. In the east of the map, we have EagleMut playing in the yellow as
Yes.
the ports. And in the west, we have NekoBerk playing as the French in the green. Starting out, it looks like he's going to go with the early market, pretty standard. And EagleMut's just going to lay down a house. But any
Yeah,
significant
pretty
treasures
standard.
on this map that you can see, Haza?
There's the 95 wood in the middle.
Ooh,
Yeah.
interesting.
And there's usually a couple of build treasures on this map. On the top. Yeah, there's one here. Is there any more? No, there isn't. There's also 60 wood in the middle. 80 XP bottom right.
Yep, and it looks like NekoBerk's going to go for this 90 food here. Chased away. Uh-oh. Yep, looks like EagleMut sees the 95 wood. It's going to be interesting to see if the French player, not the France player, the French player will have a little bit more of an advantage when searching for treasures, of course, having that second
He
scout.
should do, but he's idled his scout for the past, I don't know, 30 seconds, which is just neglecting his advantage H1.
And it looks like,
And
yeah.
EAGLEMUT's just getting this 390 wood, which shouldn't be the case in this matchup at all.
Yeah, and it's perhaps if he had kept moving this scout, he might have brought him down to the middle of the map and seen that and been able to contest it. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, that is not to be. And
What's
EAGLEMUT.
EAGLEMUT chopping wood for? Is he going for the TP?
That is.
I think this is a massive mistake. He's going to age so slowly, and he's got his explorer poised to build the TP as well.
Yeah, just to mention, NekoBerk did pick up the 80 XP, but that is interesting. Gonna lay down an early TP, but yeah, chopping that 200 wood. Oh, that's gonna be tough.
He got the 95 wood. I'm not sure if he shipped.
Oh right.
He must have chopped just 105 wood, I guess.
Still, it's gonna be a big
really
delay
bad,
on your food income.
What's his food count? It must be so low.
His food count right now is only 351. Which is actually higher than NekoBerk's, who's at about 300.
Yeah, but I think NekoBerk's queued all his vills and EAGLEMUT hasn't.
Yes, EAGLEMUT has only queued about 13 vills.
Oh.
While NekoBerk, well, you know what? Maybe he is going for 13. NekoBerk does have his 14 vills, but yeah, he's still about 100 food behind EAGLEMUT.
Oh, did he get 90 food as well? Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did?
This TP can be really good, actually.
Oh, wow.
He got the 95 wood and the 90 food, so that might compensate for a slow age up.
Yep. Oh, we might have a treasure contention here. For the 60 wood, a big treasure. I think, yep. NekoBerk. Nice use of the scout there to finish off that wolf while the explorer raced to the treasure. And, ooh, yeah, the Portuguese explorer caught a little bit out.
Yeah, have a look at the shipment sent tab and look at EAGLEMUT's.
Oh yeah, he sent 300 wood.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I get you have that extra shipment as the Portuguese because of course you can't send villagers, but to send the 300 wood, he is going to lose his explorer though. That's going to be really hard to if he wants to put down more trade posts. That's going to be tough.
This is so bad. What is he doing?
Oh my. EAGLEMUT, you know...
Where is he going?
I don't know if he's been taking lessons from Azank in the weird build category, but...
What the fuck is... That was so much warping time. He has, like, no resources in bank, probably.
I mean, he has a coin mine right next to his base, so what's the point of going all the way out there to gather that coin?
I have no idea. I think he's just going to build, like... Maybe he's just going to build like 6 Fordraxes with each one of those vills.
Maybe I don't. Both have a shipment saved up. Both are aging up with 14 villagers, and both are practically the same progress to the colonial age. But this is crazy. I mean, NekoBerk has done a very standard strategy with the early market, and you know, EAGLEMUT has sent the 300 wood, and he's put his villagers way out here on this coin mine, and now he's putting down a forward racks, and this is no, and the town center.
Yeah, it's the town center.
I mean, the town center does cover this hunt and this coin mine.
Oh, that's boom.
Oh, and the double racks. Oh,
and the market going down for EAGLEMUT with the age upwards. This is so weird. Why has he randomly sent 6 vills to idle?
I'm worried about EAGLEMUT. I really am. These 2 Raxes, and you know, I'm guessing a double Musk Rush, unless he goes Expo Pike. But
no, he's gathering a shit ton of coin.
Yeah, not gonna do that.
He's gonna get like a batch of like 2 months.
Oh, did you see what EAGLEMUT sent next? He sent the 700 gold.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's in no position to.
He sent 700 coin, but he's had 6 vills on food this entire time.
Yeah, I mean, he's in no position to fast fortress because, I mean, he's sitting at not even 50 food. But look at this, 10 crossbows coming from NekoBerk.
Interesting.
I have no idea what's happening. I really don't.
He's also been using his TC fire on.
And look at this, look at this. Double racks coming from EAGLEMUT, and he's making musketeers.
EagleMutt should just go raid, honestly. He's even scouting it. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going now.
5
He's shit.
Musketeers versus Coureur de Bois isn't going to do, you know, a whole lot of damage, but it is going to idle him. Oh, plus.
No, he hasn't got Bill HP, so it's going to kill a couple here.
Oh,
He's even
boy.
there than with the hero. He hasn't noticed. Why hasn't he noticed?
Yeah, and NekoBerk is in no position to defend these Vills. And, yeah, he's going to lose.
2 more are dead here.
Yeah, he's going to lose this one back here for sure that's still gathering on the deer. And he has to run back, and this is... Ooh. I mean, he's got the military advantage because he's got the crossbows, which obviously counter the musketeers. Gonna lose an extra bill if he's not careful. Oh, just got it in. But he sent the 700 wood and the 600 wood. I don't know what either of these guys are doing right now. Haza, can you please grant me some clarity?
Well, obviously, Green's just going to go for bow pike. Well, just bow rush because 700 wood, 600 wood is the normal bow pike build. It's hard to predict what they're going to do next.
Yeah, he's going to lose another Vil. Maybe?
No,
No?
he's going to save it.
But
I'm not sure why he's putting back all these bows to deal with this musgrave. You could have like half in killing these musks and half like idling his eco.
He does have some pike coming up the map. I would rather see them maybe, you know, if he could send his X-bows and his pike and attack, you know, this forward position that EagleMutt has. EagleMutt really can't do anything because his units are hard countered.
It's always risky to push into a TC though because they've got Minutemen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather the pikes just go down to cease this TP, to be honest.
And 700 food coming out from EagleMutt. Looks like that might fuel his... Well, it's either he's going to use it to fuel his musketeer production or he's going to use it to get to the next age, which...
I think he's going to make more units once he sees...
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
And he's got to get his pikes out of there. He can't lose that siege potential if he's going to... You know, if this strategy is going to be successful. 8 crossbowmen coming out, but they got to walk all the way to that forward position. It's not the most efficient. Has left some food lying on the ground. Looks like he's going to go maybe pick off some Vills. What do you think about this push from NekoBerk? I mean, it's really the only thing he can do at this point.
Yeah, he's pretty committed to this push. He hasn't got a TP. He hasn't shipped 4 builds.
Yeah, let's
got 8 bows here.
Okay, looking at the text, I just want to take a look at their economic potential. NekoBerk does have the wood and hunting dogs, while EagleMutt does only have the hunting dogs. But yeah.
Trying to steal food. He just lost 2 CDB for nothing trying to get that food.
Oh no. This is, I don't know. NekoBerk's in. I mean, he has the military advantage, but he's lost a lot of villagers.
Yeah. He pops like 8, but I think EagleMutt's cut a lot of bills. I'm sure he has.
Yeah. Oh, getting his crossbow caught in melee combat. That's not good at all.
8 bow also shipped here.
Oh yeah. And he's bringing in. Look at this. 3 more CDB coming in.
Yeah, if he puts the TP up, they're really low HP.
Oh yep, one's down.
High HP one.
Boy, I got no idea what's happening. This game is just a cluster.
Yeah, another CDB down.
Yeah,
CDB
and another one. So lost 3 more CDB. He's at 20 milli, but the economic unit population is still in his favor despite losing all those CDB.
Yeah, I think EagleMutt just hasn't been training builds, judging by his map.
Yeah, I mean he's very stretched for food in his home base. He does have some still at his second position, but I mean that's under pressure. But you know, I just don't think that the French player has done enough significant damage. He's put so much into this Expo Pike, so much wood that he could have used for infrastructure, and he just hasn't done the damage. He's taken out 1 barracks, but that's about it. A few villager kills.
Has he shipped 4 vills yet?
Yes, he has. So
what's his CDB count?
His CDB count is at about 21, while the Portuguese player is at 22. Let me just give you a little track of the shipments sent here. We had 3 CDB, 700 wood, 600 wood, 8 crossbow, 4 CDB. And then, of course, for the Portuguese player, it was the 300 wood, the 700 gold, the 6 musk, the 700 food, and the 8 crossbow.
Right.
Oh, and it looks like the Portuguese player is going to push into his base. And, oh, I really don't want to see more CDB go down. So many have died already.
He hasn't got Bill HP, and there's even like 2 low HP ones here as well.
Well, let's see. Let's see if the tech's completed. Yep, still only has those 2 upgrades. But EagleMutt is popped right now at the moment. Interesting.
He shipped 600 wood by the looks, or was that 700 wood? I think that's
Um,
700 wood.
Yep, that's. Let me go to the shipments. Yep, 700 wood, and he's still. Let's see, does he have 600 wood? Yeah, so he still has both of his wood shipments, so he could get a lot of infrastructure. And, you know,
He's also adding a stable.
NekoBerk has spent that wood on building these units that really haven't done much.
Yeah, he can't ship any more wood crates, and that way he has to chop the stables and houses and market upgrades, and that's just a whole big investment, which he
Yeah,
can't really afford right now with his 21 CDB eco. He's adding musketeers, which is
yeah.
quite smart.
I will say that this is a you know a kind of a scary army here from the French player, but
Yeah, it is.
I don't I mean the Portuguese army is very small, and none of them look like they're gearing up for the Fortress Age anytime soon. Both are still sitting at not near enough food or coin. So
Yeah.
what's the game plan here? Stable
I
is
think,
coming out from EagleMut,
yeah,
so maybe
I
some
think,
Hussar in the mix.
yeah, I'm hoping he ships like 600 coin next for massive mass. He got 5 Huss batch, that was a nice batch.
Yeah.
Eagle, Nickelbert's gonna go push Eagle Mutt's only hunt now.
Yeah,
So he's
and
gonna
those 5 Hussar are going to be useful, but a lot of Musk now in here, plus the pikemen that are still surviving. And I think he's gotta go and respond to this attack on his base, or he's going to get a lot of build-up villagers.
well, alternatively, he can spell up his fills.
Yep,
Just
yep.
get like a
But it looks like
straight.
he's going to decide to defend his base.
Yeah, this is good. So you
Yeah.
can get a really nice
NekoBerk's
surround.
NekoBerk's gotta be careful. I mean, if he gets trapped under that town center, and the Minutemen come out, plus the snaring ability of the Hussar, not really fighting the infantry right now. He's going after the Vills. Maybe he should start fighting EagleMut's army, but the 5 cav just kind of sitting in the back of the base, not doing much. But
Yeah.
yeah, the militaries are fairly even. The composition of the French player, I would say, is a little bit better.
Yeah, I'd say so too. He also shipped 600 coin Eagle Mutt to get like his mass out, like I said. Because I think that's what he really needs right now, just mass. Because
Yeah.
obviously, if he keeps training builds, he might be able to.
Oh, he might be able to take out these. Oh,
Yeah,
yep,
this
these
is
10 Huss are
huge.
going to get, or these 10 Musk, I should say, not 10 Huss, but they are going to do some pretty good damage to the Huss if they get into melee
He's
mode.
might bring
But
back, yeah, he might bring back.
yeah, it does. I'm a little bit scared for NekoBerk because he's standing under a town center, a barracks, and a
He's
stable.
surrounded. Yeah,
But
he's surrounded.
on the other hand, EagleMut is, like you said, he has been surrounded, and EagleMut just really doesn't have the resources. He's got 1,000 coins stockpiled up, but generally no food. Interesting.
Yeah. He's probably
And
got a lot of stuff.
yeah, the advantage has once again swung to the French player. The Portuguese player, the second base is practically starved out of food,
Yeah.
and as is the original base. And yeah, the French player just pushing in. Yeah, he knows that he has the superior mass and the superior composition. 4 more Huss coming out, but with this many Musk, it's not really going to do much. And the Minutemen.
Yeah, he needs to stop Hostels now. He needs to add second match.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to lose. Yeah, he just lost most of the Hussars for generally nothing. Those Minutemen are doing some good damage with the town center, though. I think he needs to take those out quickly.
He's just too tough.
Yeah, still the superior army from the French player.
Yeah.
And it looks like with sheer mass and just the fact that, EagleMut has allowed so many crossbowmen to stay in that mix, they do so much damage to those musketeers.
Yeah, if they're not getting shot at, they do decent DPS in the back.
Yep.
You can also kite with them as well.
So what does the French player do now? He's taken out the Portuguese army. He's got reinforcements coming. Does he
can
go
do
for the
anything.
second base? Does he go for the original base?
He can just right click anywhere he wants to.
Yeah, basically.
Like, it just doesn't even matter anymore.
Interesting that he's going for the market, but... And he did ship 3 Hussars. Where are those? Oh, yep, they're right here. Moving
They're
up the
here.
map.
Yeah.
And, uh-oh. It looks like EagleMut has sent Colonial Militia
Nice.
Oh boy. And he's got the coin for it. He needs the food though. And without a market, he can't really trade for anything. And his villagers are penned up. Yep, building another market. He really wants to get out those Minutemen. Hopefully.
He's built it in a poor position though.
Yeah, NekoBerk's going to see this. And yeah, if he cannot, he can't really gather food at the moment. He's got a couple gathering food. The economic population is 32 to 14, you know, in favor of the French player. If we recalculate that, it's 41 to 14. Yeah, the Portuguese player has, I think, lost this game.
Yeah, it's just over. He's just, I don't know.
I mean, 47 to 3 in the military unit population. He's got 3 musketeers wandering around, but other than that, you know, he can't get out the colonial militia. He's almost got the food to do it, but even at this point, you know, 15 Minutemen. All he can do, all the French player has to do is walk away, wait for those Minutemen to go down in HP, and
he just attack them, to be honest. He's just got more mass, more eco.
yeah, but he's got to be careful because they're going to get popped here, and hopefully he can be aware enough to see that.
Yeah. It doesn't matter though, like, there's no military units actually coming out for EAGLEMUT. They're popping out now. But
yep, there they are. But 10 more Mutts going to come in and surround once again. Those Hussars soaking up a lot of damage from the Minutemen. Even though they died, they did a very good job. But yeah, just yeah, the Portuguese player can't deal with this, unfortunately. And there's the GG from EAGLEMUT. So NekoBerk going ahead once again to 2-0 in favor of NekoBerk in this best of 5, this precursor to the semifinals. You know, there were just a couple of mistakes in the early game that really did EAGLEMUT in. You know, like the moving the villagers.
That was just so random. Like,
yeah.
Why?
I would even say that perhaps the early trading post wasn't, you know, as efficient. One trading post is good, but when you spend a whole shipment to do it, you know, you're basically spending that shipment to get back the XP by getting the trading post.
Yeah. Well, I think you got the TP before the 300 wood, but I'm not sure what he even spent the 300 wood on.
No, perhaps. Yeah, I'm not sure. But okay, so that is game 2. We are going to keep things moving because we do want to have plenty of time for the semifinals. Oh, lost my connection there a second. Here we go.
Yeah, no.
There we go, back on. I about had a miniature heart attack there, Hazza. Oh my goodness. But yeah. So I mean, if EAGLEMUT, so we talked about what EAGLEMUT didn't do. What could he have done to have held off that rush?
Probably, I think he should have added more bows and more muskets. Like, I think his macro is just quite bad, and his herding needs to be a lot better. Like, his hunts were just far, and he just shot them all the wrong way.
And do you think
6 fills?
Do you think it would have been viable to go maybe try to make a push for the Fortress Age, get those 8 Cassadors and the organ guns and all of those advantages plus the 3rd town center? Do you think that would have been viable, or do you think that would have been suicide?
I think that could have been okay, just if he straight FF'd or if he get like Cav semi versus the bow.
Yeah, the 2 barrack. I don't know if he was trying to match the French player, but you know, I don't think he scouted the French player. No, but I mean, if it comes down to 2 barracks, who can pump out the most units? You know, the French do have that advantage of the better villagers. So yeah, definitely. And then by the end of the game, the economic unit population was so far gone that that was unfortunate. But so we're going into game 3. NekoBerk has the chance to finish it out, and EAGLEMUT does have the chance to come back.
He does indeed. I guess we'll see what map and matchup they'll pick now. Just see how it goes.
So how do we want to do the picks? Do we want
it's who picked first last game? NekoBerk.
Yes.
So it's EAGLEMUT picking now.
Yep.
And he'll probably go India because that's his main civ.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to troll.
Mm-hmm. But it looks like the map we might be playing on is Colorado, which is
Oh,
I
okay.
really like Colorado. I think it's a fun map.
It's a good India map.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if the India, gets slammed down here. But it could be something different. You never know. If EagleMut does slam down India, what's NekoBerk's options?
Pretty much most civs.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my. Decides to slam down the
Hero.
Iroquois. Or Iroquois. Is it Iroquois or Iroquois? I've heard both. Hmm.
I've heard, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was Iroquois
Yeah, maybe somebody can tell me in the chat. Just
or
tell me how much of
Iroquois.
a
I don't know. I
tell
don't
me
know.
how much of an uncultured American I am. But yeah, NekoBerk, I wouldn't. What do you do to? I mean, what do you do to counter Iroquois? I would almost say just mirror him and think and hope that your micro is better. Um,
Yeah, I think well, it could go like Germany or Brits or pretty much. I think Ero's not that strong on this patch. He's going Brits, yeah,
and
because his
that's a very good.
strongest,
That's a good
yeah,
decision.
his strongest civ is Brits. I think from what I've
Hmm.
heard.
Yep. Well, I think that's going to be our game. So game 3, NekoBerk versus EagleMut, Iroquois versus British. This could be the clincher, but we shall see. All right, locking in on Colorado.
Yeah,
So,
I think well, Brits is a good civ and it's his main civ, but I feel like this map isn't good for Brits because
mhm.
the hunts are so far.
So we have an idea of what the Iroquois is going to do. He's most likely going to be aggressive. What does the British player do to counter that?
I think it's just gonna be like a Musk longbow mix,
Hmm. Let me
like
change
heavy on
this.
longbows,
So
because
NekoBerk 2. There we go. All right.
Heroes just struggles versus mass light infantry. Kanye Wests aren't actually that strong.
Right, right. So it looks like, okay, so in the East, we have the green player, NekoBerk, playing as the British, leading by 2 games. And in the West, we have the red player, EagleMut, playing as the Iroquois. Any interesting treasures, Haza, on this map?
There usually is really, really good treasures. There's 120 XP here. There's 90 food here.
Oh, here's
There's
the 95
90,
wood here.
95 wood. There's 110 wood somewhere and 150 coin. Yeah, 110 wood here.
Ooh, look at this. The British player going with an early trading post.
Yeah, nice. I think he's gonna go Virginia Company semi with like some longbows and some pikes.
And that might actually be, a very good way to deal with the Iroquois pressure. EagleMut did pick up 110 wood, and he's going for the trading post as well.
That's really, really OP for the hero. They can actually fast stage now and go for Kanya first, and it's basically just like Ari hero with
Yeah,
like plus 100 food. It's crazy.
yeah, and he's gonna see this 120 XP here. I'm guessing once his convert comes up, he's gonna grab that as well. Um,
Yeah, that will also give him a really good guardian, so he can fast stage it. I
yeah,
hope he.
he sees the 95 wood, he sees all of this, and it's tough for the British player because he's spent a lot of time up here getting that trading post. He hasn't really been able to scout the big beefy treasures down in the south of the map. Did pick up the Native American scout though.
Yeah, that's good for him, but none of the good treasures are up at the top.
Right.
All of them are down south, so
Yeah, and I mean, even if he does come down here, he's gonna.
he's come across some 90 food, but I think hero. Oh no, he's quite low HP actually.
Yeah, he is. He must have taken a lot of damage from those cougars getting that 110 food.
110 wood. Yeah.
110 wood, not food. Oh my goodness. Get it together. Um, But yeah,
So, yeah.
I'm very excited to see what NekoBerk does. I'm expecting a very standard Eero aggressive build from EAGLEMUT. Um,
I
just
really
because,
hope he does for Kanya first.
yeah. Um, but yeah, it looks like he's just waiting there. And do you think he's just waiting for his convert to charge back up and get one of these grizzly bears?
Yeah, he is for sure. Why'd you crack shot it? Just wasted the crack shot.
Mm. Yeah,
But
he uses the.
I think NekoBerk has a good chance of getting this 90. Oh, it's not 95 wood.
Hmm.
Oh, they're both still there. Okay.
Yep, and NekoBerk's scout has come to reinforce the explorer, so he has kind of chased the Iroquois explorer off these beefy treasures, and if he can stay there and claim those two,
Then he's gonna be in a really good spot. Yeah.
yeah, and he's already aging, as is the Iroquois player.
Is Eero aging fast?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yes.
And he already has a shipment. We'll see what he sends here.
I hope he like saves it so he ships it to his forward war hut.
It's for
No, what
no,
is he
that's
doing?
no. The British player sent Virginia Company. I'm sorry, I mistaked that.
Yeah.
But nothing coming out from the Iroquois player yet with his shipment. Interesting.
Yeah,
I
I
would have
think
expected something by now. The market going down for the British player, and the Travois coming out here. We'll see what he slams down. I'm guessing a war hut.
No.
Oh goodness. So going for
But,
very aggressive.
I think he's. I'm not sure if he's actually waiting for the war hut to actually start building before he ships his Volcania, or if he actually just ships the Volcania outright.
Yeah.
If he's actually shipping that.
He
called the big
still
button,
he still has not shipped anything yet, and the British player has jumped out to an 18-13 economic lead, but NekoBerk does look like he's going to jump on this 95 wood. The British player is very close though, so he's got to be careful. And he's going to lose. Yeah, he's losing quite a bit of HP from those grizzly bears. The British player is not going to move in, and he's going to lose the. Yeah, he's going to lose the 95 wood to the Iroquois player, and the war hut coming down. But I think the British player knows what's happening. He's done good scouting. He's got the manners here at the front of his base. What's up?
He ships 600 wood.
Ooh.
The Eero. That's a shame, because if he had like 4 Kanyas here, Brit player couldn't do anything.
Yeah, and the 700 wood came down for the British player. Let's see what techs have been completed by both. Yep, it looks like NekoBerk has the wood upgrade.
He has scouted the war hut, and he has smartly put down these wall segments.
Yes, I think he's done a very good job of preparing for this.
Yeah. He's done a good job scouting, and you got a 2 AN back as well, his war hut.
And I think, I don't know, I don't think that the pressure from the Iroquois player came quite quick enough.
I mean, he aged like 2 minutes ago, and these first units are just popping out now and pressuring.
And he's down to it.
The time he's got 5 longbow.
The 7 AN are coming out, so I mean, there's going to be a big mass here. But on the other hand, the British player, does have a 9 villager lead, does have 5 longbows, and he's got the town center, he's got the Minutemen, and is doing some good damage here. Did take out 1 vill. But
2 bills now,
yeah, you should really get those build up. Use the town center damage.
He's got a 3rd one going down here, I think. Yep.
Yeah. But these longbows doing a lot of damage to these tomahawks and these Ayana due to their superior range. And the Iroquois player, I mean, so I would call it a successful poke, but I don't think it was the amount of damage he really wanted to do. Did ship the 7 Ayana, and that's a pricey shipment, and now he's getting beaten by the superior range of the longbows.
Yeah, but I think that was a good trade for him just because he got 3 bills down and he lost like 5 tomahawks.
Right.
I think that's a good trade.
Yep, and he does have another batch. He doesn't have another big army amassing down here. Looks like he is putting up a corral to make some Kanye. Yeah. But a lot of manners coming out from the British player. Does have a 10 villager lead, along with the 600 wood. So, a lot of infrastructure coming down from the British player, not the village player. But Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
interesting. And he's done a very good job of securing his hunts as well.
yeah, he identified that the Warhawk was down here, so he walled off this side and started gathering safely over this side.
Oh, look at this. He made... It looks like he
10
made...
pikes,
Yeah.
8 wings.
Huh. So, I wonder if he's kind of just predicting that the Kanye, he says, well...
That was a good anticipation,
Yeah.
considering he shipped 4 Kanye and adding more Kanye West.
Yeah, and he, you know, the British player is already at 140 manor pop. And that lead, that villager lead is now at 15.
Yeah, but this is natural with Virginia Company, right? You always
Right.
get like inflated bills. I mean, like once these hunts run out, his bills are going to be useless.
True, but I mean, it still provides a huge advantage right now as far as, you know, gathering
Yeah,
resources.
right now it does.
Smartly
Yeah.
getting, you know, into his wall. And I think he really wants to abuse the range of those longbows.
He does, yeah. This is a good defensive posture.
And I don't know. To me, I feel like if the Iroquois player continues just to let the British player boom with these manors, sit in his base and gather, it could be dangerous. Unless he's planning to starve him out, which, you know, is a viable strategy in itself, but it's going to take a while.
I don't know. His strat was just weird.
Yep.
Like, he fast stage, shipped 600 words, made 2 ANs, and then just pushed.
Oh,
And I just-
he's going to take some damage, though. He's got to get the...
Yeah.
Getting the pikemen in there, and more longbows coming in. Yeah, he can't lose those pikes. They're the only thing keeping his longbows safe.
He needs to use the hero crack shot in the middle of those longbows. That would be huge.
Yeah.
I think Thomas beat longbow in this situation because they just have like so much DPS and longbow just
Right,
winning, not
right.
actually shooting.
And what units are being trained by?
Yeah, units in queue.
There we go. Yeah, it looks like more Kanye are coming out.
Yeah,
but
this
yeah,
is quite a scary mass actually.
yeah, the British player is kind of stuck. A lot of tomahawks. Oh, but you know,
Oh, big
more
fat
longbows
long-
coming out, and he still has his Minutemen.
Yeah,
Which
I don't think he has the coin for it though.
no, he does not.
He should
But he
sell
is doing
some
good damage to the tomahawks with those longbows sitting behind the barracks. And once
Yeah,
again,
he
you know,
can't get
the
it.
Iroquois player does come in, but he's losing a lot of units with these longbow fights. And the British player, 23 villagers ahead now.
Yeah, that's huge.
And the 6 longbowmen come out. So this longbow mass is just getting bigger and bigger. And there's,
Oh,
just-
nice. That was a nice volley.
yep, not enough Aena here to, well, maybe.
Nah,
The tomahawks are taking a lot of damage, but the town center is also putting on a lot of damage as well. And it looks like it's firing maybe at that war
shooting
chief.
at the pikemen. He's shooting at the pikemen for some reason.
And out come the Minutemen. And yeah,
Clear up.
the Aena are totally trapped. They're caught by these Minutemen. The Kanye come in, but
yeah, here we go. And he's idling a lot of Brit builds here. His hunts have run out the Brit, but oh no, he's got some hit.
yeah.
If this runs out, Brit player is
So
next hunts.
the Brit has held off. You know, the Brit has held off a decent push by the Iroquois player. What does he do now? He's running out of food. He's got to get out of his base. I mean, what? I mean, does he go for more than just longbow, or because this longbow pike, you know, isn't going to work forever, and it's certainly not going to work against Aena, Tomahawk, and Kanye.
I think it can, just because longbow is just so good versus Iroquois.
Mm.
And if he goes like longbow Huss, which is I think stable now, like Kanye West's aren't that strong, so longbow Huss just beat them as well.
Yep, did send the 700 coin, while the Iroquois player sent conservative tactics. But the Iroquois player has sent his 7 Aenas, his 4 Kanyes, his 6 Tomahawks. So the scary shipments have been dealt with, for the most part.
Oh, he hasn't shipped 5 bills.
Oh, wow. But it looks like now that the British player does have the military unit advantage, plus, well, let's see, a 19 villager advantage. But that lead is getting smaller just because, you know, he's built so many manors.
Yeah, his economic growth is just going to be 1 bill at a time now, because I think he's max man. Oh no, it's not quite max man. He's building a couple more over here.
Yeah, and
those goes
why do you think he's moving his army so far out the map?
because that's his next hunt. That's where he's gathering. He needs to protect his vills. There's no way he's getting hunts down here. Of course, his war hut is down here, and you can't actually pressure it. So he's
Yeah,
got
but
to work.
there's nothing back home to defend his base against all of these Tomahawks and Aena coming in, plus the Kanye.
Yeah, but the base isn't that important at this point. I mean, yeah, the new batch is popping out. These Raxes are going to be quite vulnerable, but other than that, I think there's not much to pressure in this base. He's just he should be pressuring up here.
Oh, it does have the 5 Husk coming in, which will be, I mean, will do quite well against the Kanye Horsemen, plus the longbows and the pikes. And the Iroquois player has once again been shoved out of the base without doing significant damage. And I think the clock is ticking for the Iroquois player. You know, his power spike is starting to diminish quite significantly.
Yeah.
And now if the British player just goes straight, you know, it's a hard comp position to pull off, but if he can go straight Hussar longbow, you know, he's got a big advantage over the Iroquois player.
Yeah, like Ero's composition can't really deal with Huss longbow because longbow have so much DPS even versus Cav, and then the Huss are just so tanky and have good damage output anyway versus all the Eero units.
And not to mention he still has, you know, 10 or 12 pikemen mixed in there just to tank.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the British players decided, you know, it's time to move down. I've been stuck in my base long enough, and I don't think the Iroquois, you know, what he's got right now, can do much. I mean, his economy is decent. He's at 29 villagers, but compared to the British players' 51, it's not quite as effective. And bringing in the Hussar to deal with the Sienna, not too many Tomahawks here.
Yeah, he has got a bunch of conquests at the back of his forward base, but
yeah, and those pikemen are just so irritating, just blocking and just getting in there and doing so much damage to those Kanye.
Yeah.
The Iroquois player did say an infantry attack, but the British player did say in cavalry hit points, so the Hussars have an even bigger advantage versus these Kanye. And oh my goodness, the Iroquois army is just getting wiped out, and still a significant number of longbows left, as well as a couple of Hussar. And
not a Hussar left. Oh no, they went down.
No, 2 Hussar left, but he's thoroughly wiped out this Iroquois mass. And look at how many longbow, and even the Minutemen, some of the Minutemen are still left.
Yeah.
And, you know, 10 more longbow coming down the map. And I think the Iroquois is kind of fizzled out. His economy is way behind. You know, it's 44 military units to 4. And I just don't know how he comes back from this.
Yeah, he's behind in every way. And I think he's shipping 60 points at age up, maybe, or is he going mass Huss?
He's got, well, he's already got about, no, he's only got about 200 food in the bank, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's just to fuel, you know, more Hussar, which I think would be the smart play at this point, you know.
He can do anything at this point, honestly.
Yeah, and oh, big raid coming down here. He's going to get like 4 or 5 vills with these Hussar, and he's going to lose both his military buildings. And the only thing he's got left are these 4 Kanye, which, I mean, he does have an outpost here.
Raid.
Yeah, but smartly, NekoBerk did build an outpost here, so he's not going to lose as many as he would. But he's got to.
If he responds on time,
he's got to notice. So he is going to lose a few villagers, but at this point, he's done so much damage, and his villager lead is so massive that I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah, I mean, he's
and look at this huge. I mean, this huge British army is moving down. He's got the 10 pikes mixed in to do a lot of siege damage. And is there a military building built? There is a war hut coming down, but oh yeah, and musketeers. Yeah, so NekoBerk, I do have to commend NekoBerk. This whole series, I think the big decider for him has been his unit composition. And I think in every game we've seen how he's been able to have such a good composition that deals so well with whatever his opponent is throwing at him. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, he's abusing his unit composition quite well. He's always making 2 or 3 unit composition in all of the games he's seen. So
yeah, and I don't want to you know, shortchange EagleMut here. He did have a good 3-unit composition with the Aena, the Tomahawk, and the Kanye, but it couldn't.
Not enough of it.
No. And I think the Iroquois player really relies on his early game mass, and he really needs to be able to do a lot of damage before his opponent can get out a mass to match his, and I just don't think he was able to do enough damage, despite the pretty good villager raids. Oh, these Hussar are gonna meet up with these Kanye.
The Huss can just take the fight, I think, but
Yeah.
he's just losing HP for some reason.
Yeah, I think he's gonna bring him into these longbow, and yeah, I think it's time
good
for the British
response
player.
time there.
He's got the unit composition, he's got the army lead, he's got, I mean,
The map.
15 of the Iroquois villagers are on wood and nothing else. I think he can just move in with impunity and dare the Iroquois player to attack him. More Hussar coming down the map.
Yeah, like Hero can't do anything. He's even building a market to trade all this wood probably.
Yeah,
And his coin. He has no food income.
yeah, and I think,
Brits are towering. Brits are just towering everywhere. And
yeah,
his food-
and a good strategy. He's really sealed up the map, and yep, he's bringing out his bills to fight, and
the villager pool.
there's just too many longbow plus the pike. Yeah, that's just a sea of green.
Longbow just compete with himself.
Yeah, and the pikemen, you know, people very often undershort or underchange pikemen. They see them as kind of a trashy unit, but if you use them well and you mix them into your composition effectively, we've seen from this game they can be pretty good.
Especially with the wood crates, you can actually spam a lot of them.
Yep. So,
And-
well,
Yeah.
I think that is going to be the series. It's going to go 3-0 to NekoBerk, but I do have to say, 3 excellent games played, very entertaining, and definitely some stuff I didn't expect came out of both these players.
Yeah, EagleMut's playstyle is always a bit unorthodox.
Yep. But I think we're gonna go out, and I think I'm going to I'm gonna ask. I think I have to switch the stream over, because
Yeah, I think that's us done. I
Yep.
believe.
Yep, I believe we're done. So, guys, if you stuck around and you stuck through my technical difficulties and you watched this match, thank you so much. We really hope you enjoyed it. So I'm going to message Chrissy, see if somebody wants to take over the stream. But
Alright.
while we're waiting for that, why don't you just talk about some of the big things that allowed NekoBerk to take this series 3-0, in your opinion?
I think it was just due to his superior macro and his better like choice of units and like where to push and when to push. And also, the main thing about EagleMut is just that it was even just a little thing like herding just cost him games, like the port game. His herding was just subpar, so he couldn't gather food. So that's why he stacked 1k coin.
Yep. It was
Yeah.
yeah, and then we talked about it earlier, the unit composition. And I think
Yeah.
you can go all the way back to that Aztec mirror where, you know, we saw just NekoBerk doing an amazing job incorporating the Mace Holton. I was a little skeptical at first when he just started amassing like 25 Mace Holton.
Yeah, like, I don't know, 10, 15 coyotes can just destroy that easily. I'm not sure what that was about. But
Yeah, but still, I would say, you know, an excellent series. I had a lot of fun casting it. I hope you enjoyed it
yeah,
as
me
well.
too. Yeah,
But you know, let's move on and let's talk a little bit while we're waiting. Let's talk about the